Man, shit, here I sit, reflecting, pondering life's meaning, trying to predict where mine is leading. Cause I always seem to come up short, trying to relinquish these demons. Who'd have thought moving on would've left my heart torn to pieces? I tried 1,000 times to overcome weaknesses, but my efforts get overshadowed by grievances, till I end up alone again, completely detached, heart cold and hollow from a lack of intimacy. Looking back, I just don't see why you did me so dirty. I admit, trying not to overthink gets difficult, real shit, when it's just me and these voices in my head. Feelings I keep boxed in, it's easy to be misled. Luckily, I found serenity within a few loose leaves in a pen. Man, shit, I take a deep breath and exhale, letting reality sink in. Lord knows I need a chill and quit fighting against acceptance, forcing greed to feel endless. That's exactly when hard defense mechanisms kicked in. Boundaries got stretched too thin. Yeah, I guess we let too much distance increase our differences till we're up to the neck in self-doubt and regret. Playing tug of war with every ounce of respect till it eventually gives, knowing we're both in need of stability, less stress. Why these days I be trying to redirect negatives with every step, careful not to trip on the what ifs, cause I know how easy it is to forget, especially being blinded by propagated differences, wasting time facing consequences. A cognitive ignorance stem from negative influences. Man, shit, this depression's crippling, but I wanna set defeat by this case feeling. See, I never believed to be the reason nightmares keep haunting when I'm trying to sleep. Honestly, it's hard to find peace when I feel empty. Guess I'll forever be gratefully in debt for the pain, heartbreak, and betrayal, which show me how to repent each sin. If you know what I mean, you've been betrayed like me, so LOVE don't mean shit. So here I sit once again trying to reinvent myself, and if that means I gotta go through hell enslaved by the strings of ventriloquists, well, so be it then. I'd rather come face to face with the reaper than meet another human being so vindictive and evil. Since you left me under false pretenses, pretending our family could be fixed, just leave me with trust issues, addictions, and a prefix, cause it's the only proof we existed. So here I sit, reflecting, pondering life's meaning, trying to predict where mine is leading. Cause I always seem to come up short, trying to relinquish these demons. Moving on would've left my heart torn to pieces. I tried 1,000 times to overcome weaknesses. Man, shit, been a year since we split, and it appears I spent most of it in denial, trying to reflect on the rejection. Every message left on red. I was foolishly desperate to revive the trust you ripped the shreds again. Turns out this time you're the cause and effect of my worst decisions. Got everybody thinking I'm a deadbeat piece of shit, using our 3 kids to try and hypnotize my obedience. I just wish I would've recognized the signs. Guess I was just blinded by your silence. Heart still bleeding from the lying, cheating, and disrespect you give. Truth is, addiction comes in all kinds, believe me, cause if it's one thing I learned from experience, nobody's wants and needs should ever influence my core beliefs again. Yeah, here I sit, questioning why time and time again I let my mind drift away to dark places and self-defense. Due to too many instances, misplacing trust and faith just so they can betray the shit. So lately, I pray for separation to escape from stress, headaches, aka fake friends. Tell me, does it make sense? Wasting time explaining this shit to a society filled with incompetent hypocrites, hiding behind social profiles, acting like depression don't exist. It's a myth, of course it is. Life gets more insignificant the more you let bullshit like identity politics use social media influence to mislead and confuse kids with elusive delusions. Prolifically abused till innocence gets stripped by traumatic events, creating 2 split identities. I simply can't distinguish which is which. Problem is, we no longer have qualities in common. Every time we try, it always ends in more problems, like pretending arguments don't leave scars. Psh, I know all about them. Since you left me drowning by myself, heart hollowed out, it's obvious now I lost the route. But let's be honest, I'm sick of these tribulations. I lost myself in deep observations amidst endless setbacks, regrets, and failed attempts at happiness. I admit, trying not to reminisce gets difficult, cause I'm still considerably conflicted by memories of my experiences, pedaling through hell, praying for better health. So long as it's not a 6x8 cell, I'll manage, never will I panic. Insomnia addict, borderline man. I guess I never had an upper hand since I don't like to gamble with chances, belittled by every companion. Twisted potential with double standards in the mind of a sinner, trying to do right while I live a life surrounded by questions nobody can answer without a lie. To my surprise, developing perfect grammar, granted me understanding. Truth is, it was always addiction or abandonment, inebriating reality, forcing me to resort to spend a lot of sleepless nights jotting down how it feels to be betrayed by the closest friends. Forever alone ever since, staring out of window sills, embracing pain stem from wasting years on toxic relationships, just to find myself lacking confidence to try again. Man, shit, here I sit, reflecting, pondering life's meaning, trying to predict where mine is leading. Cause I always seem to come up short, trying to relinquish these demons. Who'd have thought moving on would've left my heart torn to pieces?